And just like that, we hit the open road. Over the next 5 weeks, we'll be putting quite a few miles on Bango. With a couple of stops lined up across South Africa, it's the perfect time for us to test our rig. And after that, we'll spend a few weeks back in the Cape to tweak and fine-tune everything, before the real adventure begins, exploring Southern and East Africa. This episode will take you through the stunning landscapes of the Western Cape along Route 62, into the jaw-dropping Baviaanskloof with its wild 4x4 tracks. And we share with you our first experiences of living on the road. We have to figure out how everything works, how we work in and around the car.
It was a tough day. So either you could drive, okay.
Stop it.
Where are we going?
No idea. 2 minutes.
Yeah, some friends of ours live in, I think, Piketboberg. I'm not sure how to say it. But yeah, we were surprised to find this route. And it's 9 more kilometers of this apparently. It's gonna be fun.
Everything is falling down.
All of this has now ended up on our heads out here. So we need to make a new plan. Packing.
Ja, maar is de garage net?
Ja, als het garage kan niet inkomen, dus het is gewoon buiten de garage. Maar alles is als het zagen en alle dingen kunnen zo. Maar ja.
Wij denken dat van die...
Bye!
Bye!
We head southeast and join the iconic Route 62. Just past Montagu, nestled against the beautiful Langeberg mountain range, we discover a remote little camp spot.
Where are we?
We are just past Montagu, between Montagu and Berrydale. You're right. At a campsite called Jackal Den. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful here. Listen.
It's a sort of a wild camping. The name is wild camping, but it's campsites. And this one has no ablutions or water or anything. It's far off into the mountains, into the hillsides. And there's no one around. It's like the end of the road. And look at that view. And the mists and the sun rays coming over those mountains there. So we set up camp for the first time really. Like everything is open, everything is off. Now we're gonna, for the next 2 days, repack stuff. Get the stuff on the roof. Better according to weight, so that we can lift the roof. Get stuff into places where we can reach the everyday things. And so that we know where they are.
Yeah, we just stuffed everything in our car at the end and drove away. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be nice to reorganize.
We're gonna find everything now, and then we're gonna see where it can go.
So we're making pasta and putting zucchini
Baby marrows
on the braai.
on the braai. But this braai, 7 years ago, it immigrated to the Netherlands
With you.
with me. It was never used because it's not really easy to make a fire there. And I brought it back with us now. So, full circle.
It's finally being used.
It's finally being used. It's come to its own back at home. This is a nice little braai. It's not really made for this type of setup with the drum because you can't use the full height. But so this thing just moves in height, hooks by weight, and then if you turn it, you just pull it over and you turn it, and you can lower it. Nice, eh? Yeah. This is a self-made bracket for the Max Tracks. We have these aluminium extrusions that we used for the cabinets as well. And we have this rotating connected bracket that which I can set the angle with. This is going to go on the front of the roof rack, just in front of our boxes. We couldn't find anything that would work for our roof rack really, and the fact that the boxes are on there, and we wanted to put it upright so that we have more space. So we made something ourselves. Let's see.
Let's show the people where we are and where we're going.
Where are we? You said about here, right? Just off the Montague. And then we will be going somewhere in this direction of George tomorrow. And then we want to go to Nice now. To Willowmore. And then we take this path. And we go to Baviaanskloof. And then from there up over Lesotho.
Okay. Be honest. How were the first days?
The first day was great. Someone made us breakfast and all of those things. Second day was rough. Because we're trying to find everything. We're trying to get everything in a place. Trying to fix problems. Because we have quite a lot of problems actually still. And we don't have enough space. So it was a tough day. We were not the best to each other. But all's good. And we will, day by day, we will fix things and get it better.
I think it makes sense that we have to get used to things and find our way, and in such a small space, things are not working yet, like you said. I guess it takes some time, and I wonder if other people experience the same things who start doing this. A year ago, we were working at least 40, but probably 50 hours a week.
I think more.
In an office, in management roles, not living together full time, because you were working on the other side of the country. Then we started preparing this trip, got to South Africa, and we picked up our car, drove it to your parents, and we started building. That was actually also a quite all-consuming activity. And I think now we have to find another Another rhythm. Again, adjustments. It's a big mirror. I think. How about you?
Yeah. Now you also see yourself in the other person's eyes a lot more than we used to. There's nowhere to go. Can't just walk to the shop.
Well, I did walk this morning to somewhere over there.
On a rock.
And I sat on a rock for 5 minutes.
That was not my fault. That was the coffee's fault.
Oh, yeah.
And then this afternoon, I had nowhere to go because the sun was just too bad. Had to go sit behind the car. We just need to find our space and find what's necessary. And it'll come right. But
we will. I mean, look at that.
Look at that.
This will be your last call. This will be your last call. This will be your
The next day, we more or less traced the Langeberg range eastward. After passing through Berrydale, we took the scenic Trudeau Pass. Then followed a winding gravel road all the way to Piketboberg via the lush Grootvadersbosch Nature Reserve. Remote, peaceful, and surrounded by nature. We absolutely loved it.
First water crossing. Beautiful here. In a different world from where you just were. What is it, 150 kilometers away? Yes, I don't know. Different world.
This will be your last call. 20 minutes, you're down below. This will be your last call. 20 minutes, you're down below.
Morning.
Morning.
I wonder how heavy we are at the moment. We just filled up with diesel. We're full on water. And I got us some more wood. We're probably the heaviest we've been so far. We stippled out our route and we're heading towards Baviaanskloof. We're now driving through the city of Nijsna with a lot of traffic, I must say. And we came from Wilderness this morning, where we had a great stay at a cool camp spot.
Yeah, like a backpackers / camping. Yeah. The alternative.
Yeah.
We had open mic night last night.
So the goal is to reach Baviaanskloof today. We're taking the Prince Alfred Pass on our way there, so we'll have to see how fast or slow that goes. Otherwise, we probably find a spot to camp before Baviaanskloof, and then we'll enter there tomorrow. We've heard that the road conditions in the east part of Baviaanskloof are not so good.
It's a lot of water. Yeah, high water crossings. So
Can be super cool and exciting, but yeah, can of course also be a challenge if we really get stuck in the mud or. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, excited days ahead of us, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, we've been looking forward to go to Baviaanskloof for a while now, so yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, friends of ours. We suddenly found them on the road, on a dirt road in the Langeberg. And lucky because they stopped us and said, "You must turn around. There's a truck blocking the road."
How bizarre. Truck blocking the road means that we cannot continue over this pass all the way up to the west side of Baviaanskloof. We are still on this pass, but in a few kilometers we're gonna take a right towards the coast via Piketboberg Bay. Try to reach Potentie today on the other side of Baviaanskloof, so on the east side. So let's see. Before sunset, we arrived at the western entrance of Baviaanskloof and settled in at the lovely Kudu campsite. Tucked between the cliffs and acacia trees, it was the perfect base to start our adventure into the kloof. In the rugged heart of the Eastern Cape lies Baviaanskloof, a place where time slows down and the wild still whispers. This UNESCO World Heritage Site stretches over 200 kilometers of dramatic mountain passes, crystal clear streams, and deep gorges carved by nature over millions of years. Baviaanskloof means Valley of Baboons, and it lives up to its name. Along the way, we shared the road with chakma baboons, kudu, and antelopes. The area is home to over 1,000 plant species and some of South Africa's rarest animals, like the Cape Mountain zebra and the elusive leopard. The route is not for the faint-hearted. Steep ascents, river crossings, and narrow tracks keep you alert. But the reward? Untamed nature all around. This is Baviaanskloof. Raw, remote, and utterly worth the effort.
There's a jungle out there, you know. Baby, let your love run wild, wild, wild. You're just an animal in human form. There's no need to settle down, down, down. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Baby, let your love run wild, wild, wild. 'Cause there's a jungle out there, you know. Baby girl, you're missing out. Get out the cage, cut off the leash. Baby, let your love run wild, wild, wild. Why be in chains when you can be free?
Don't look! Tell the people what you just said. So either you can look or you can drive. Sorry? Yeah. So either look or drive, okay.
Stop it. We're driving in Baviaanskloof and it is absolutely beautiful. The forest, the mountains, the green. The terrain for us is quite challenging. It's definitely doable, but considering that we're not experienced 4x4 drivers yet,
Heavy.
and we're quite heavy.
The car, not us. Yeah, but we just don't know exactly what, how the weight is maybe gonna affect it. So you're just a bit more scared than you should be maybe. But rather that.
Yeah.
And here comes another car. Oh, crap.
Also doing a little experiment today. I'll show you later. And why are you laughing? Okay.
I'm wondering what you're gonna show them.
Wait for it. But keep this bumpy ride in mind. It has something to do with it.
Run wild, wild, wild. Out in the open to the horizon, where your heart can finally breathe. Out in the open to the horizon, baby, let your love run wild, wild, wild. You gotta get out I've said it before, I'll say it.
What do you think of Baviaanskloof so far?
It's diverse. I think from the streams and sort of almost forest, almost getting towards tropical at the bottom, and this looks like sort of Cape Mountains. You have a lot of fynbos and tortilla-like bushes, and yeah, we thought we'd be just in the next to the river the whole time, but now we're very high up on a mountain. Yeah, very cool. You see a bit of everything.
Explore, baby, let your love run wild, wild, wild. You can't keep crawling back to him no more. All he does is bring you down, down, down. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Baby, let your love run wild, wild, wild. Just like a lion who took and roar. Show him what you are. Get out the cage, cut off the leash. Baby, let your love run wild, wild, wild. Why be in chains when you
This terrain is a little bit easier than the last few, I don't know, 10 kilometers. Yeah. This was quite difficult, right?
Yes. So learning how to use the diff lock and the high and low gear, and it feels like this little in between spot where nothing really works, where you're just driving on the brakes. But yeah, I'm sure there will be people that can give me some advice. So please feel free. Yeah, but we're learning. Seeing how the car feels and the weight, and throwing it around, and what's making which sounds, and what's normal and what's not. But yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
run wild, wild, wild. Out in the open to the horizon, where your heart can finally breathe. Out in the open to the horizon, baby, let your love run wild, wild, wild. Na 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 yeah, na 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 yeah, na 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 no hell, na 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 no hell, na 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 yeah, na 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 yeah, na 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 no hell, na 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 no hell.
Okay, so you said you had an experiment.
That's right.
But that will have to wait until next time, when you will wander along with us into a special week at a special place.
If you like watching our videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hope to see you next time.
Can't not be happy, eh? With that. What does it matter if we can't find our clothes?
Yeah. No.
We don't need clothes. Look at this. There's nobody here. But okay. Tomorrow it will be different.
Yes.